Okay, who's ready to get sketchy? I'm going to shift gears on electrical and turn my attention to the breaker box.
Alright everybody, we're going to try a new thing today, something we ain't never done before, because a lot of these things we haven't never done before. And we're going to replace that panel with this brand new panel. This is a 200 amp, 30 slot, 60 circuit, whatever, panel. This was apparently a 10 spot, so you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So 20 spots overall. 20 spots overall on this panel, and I wanted upgradability, so I got 30 slots, so 10 more slots. Fortunately, everything comes in from the bottom. Nothing's coming in from the top. Nothing's coming in from the sides. Relatively straightforward. Everything comes in from the bottom, including the service we're going to add. That's the last service we just jerked out of there. I had to sawzall it off under the trailer to get it to come out from under that. And then this is the conditional wire that was plugged into the panel box. This stuff right here. Looks like it's got that black stuff on it to keep it from corroding. It's pretty gross. So that's the old service wire that was in here. Working all good. So, I ain't ever done this. Just gonna figure it out. I YouTubed it. I should be able to do it, right? Oh yeah, look at that ground. It's just tied together. There, clothesline. That comes out from that guy. That's a nice fat pipe. All right, so I'm trying to figure all this out. Those weren't going anywhere anyway. Those were cut. It's a 70 amp. Whoa.
Most of this video is just going to be me working while we get this job done. I would like to take this moment to remind people who have never seen us before or don't know exactly what it is that we're doing, remind you who we are and where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do. We are city people that came from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, the big double city of Dallas-Fort Worth, right dead in the middle of that thing. Had us a house out there about 8 years ago now. First house we ever bought, and then, you know, this whole pandemic thing happened. But before that, the 7 years we were at the house, I got heavy into gardening. Now, I'd already gotten into it. That's one of the reasons we bought the house in the first place, so that we could try to grow food and stuff. Not that anybody would, but you could go back and look at my channel. If you click on my channel's name, and then you can find my list of videos. You can go down and look. My channel's like 7 years old.
Ooh, got some arcing back here. Alright. Let's take a peek. Okie dokie, so let me try to put some light on this situation. Want you guys to see. You see all that? That was a fire waiting to happen right there. Look at that, it's melted. The pong is almost melted off. Yeah. Good thing I decided to replace this instead of using it again. Look at that one's melted. We got some issues. We have some arcs right there. You can see some arcs. The little scratchy little electrical burns. And then you can see our original lugs. Looking all gross. But this was the original.
This trailer also had a couple of neutrals and grounds tied together, even though electrically they should not have been.
Alright, let's see what we can mess up today. Let's see what we can mess with next.
Now, as I was saying, it started out in that backyard. It went from a grass yard So I was trying to establish a food forest in that whole backyard. And I reasonably succeeded. I was able to grow sweet cherries, which is unheard of in the South. I was growing fuzzy kiwi, raised chickens, grew all kinds of vegetables, grew corn, grew squashes, watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydew, apples, apples, oranges, lemons, limes, pears, Asian pears, plums, plum cots, pluots, pomegranates. So we sold that house at the height of home prices, which are right now going back down because of what they're doing. But we kind of saw the light. We saw that things weren't sustainable in the city. No matter how cute my little homestead garden was in my backyard, this was never going to feed my family if anything bad really happened. And let's be honest, why was I growing a backyard garden to begin with? I don't know, in case something bad happens. So if a person takes that kind of attitude and thinks it out logically to its final conclusion, you too might end up on a homestead. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. A person can't keep storing food and buying food and storing it forever. At some point, you got to reproduce it, right? You got to be able to make food. You got to be able to make your own power, have your own lumber, have your own trees, your own animals, your own land, your own little castle. So that's what we're up to. We're not here just to renovate broke down, rotten old trailers. We're actually here to start a new homestead and a sustainable life. And if everything goes bad, keep my family alive. That's very important to me. It's one of my goals, literally.
There, that's still good.
Yeah. They go see burnt up panel. It was a danger. Yeah. Look at all these burnt out pegs. The bitches all burnt up. See that? Almost burnt through on that one. Needs to go.
They did.
Market. You know, in other places of the house being from. Yeah, you wanted to change it. You'll never know. You just put new brakes on.
So that's why we're doing this. We're not here just to renovate this trailer. We're here to grow amazing gardens here, raise a lot of animals, and feed my family. Like Bluebell ice cream, we're going to eat all we can, and we're going to sell the rest. And it's going to be homemade down home. All right. I guess we'll let you get back to watching me work.
All right, the guts of your house, the nerve endings, the very nerve endings of your home, exposed and nerved out. All right, let's figure this thing out. It looks like boo, boo, boo. This ground is going behind the box. I don't know why. Probably some kind of, oh, that's the hard ground, isn't it? Yeah, that's our hard ground to the case. Okay, which we don't seem to have yet, but we'll get that figured out. All right, back to it. That's that. All right, let's take a view. That was a lot faster than I thought, guys. That didn't take no time at all. And again, nothing up in there. I don't know what's going on up in there. But as a comparison, I'm making a mess in here. This is my electrical mess. There's your comparison. Old box, New box. New box. New box looks good right here. Old box looks bad. Burnt up. Arced. Arc. Maybe not an arc. Definitely an arc and an arc. All arced up, you guys. No bueno. Alright, so I gotta start doing some punch outs in the bottom. That's great. All I gotta do is the bottom. And screw it to the side and put it back in there.
Gravity check!
The package deal, it came with a bunch of breakers. Alright, that's a good start. I don't have all the grommets I need, but I gotta start.
After our trip to the hardware store.
Right, let's see what we got from the hardware store. Yeah, alright. Some doodads and some things. I didn't have everything I needed. I only had one bag of these, so I had to buy plastic ones too. So yeah, let's see what else we can get going.
Well, I accidentally set the GoPro up as a time lapse right here instead of just recording it and speeding it up or slowing it down as I needed to. So this is just going to run with no sound in there. So I'm putting the panel back in. I've got the new panel knocked out. I've got added all the little grommets and things that it needed to have. I'm shoving it up in the wall there, fixing it to the sides, and trying to start routing wires up in from the bottom, as you can see. There's still a lot more to go. At the end of these videos had already landed all the neutrals and all the grounds, and I'm still looking at some of the other wiring in the house, so it's not really complete, but I did get, of all the neutrals, the white wires put in and all the ground wires put in. Didn't do any breakers or anything, any hots. We still don't have the service connected or anything, so that's still sitting in a trench waiting to go. And yeah, that's where this video is going to have to end, because I'm still not that great at this yet, so we're still working on it. We're going to have power sooner or later, and I'm a lot happier that we got rid of that old panel. We're kind of far out there. There's not a lot of people around to do these kind of jobs out there. So we're going to make do with what we got. All right. I hope you guys stick around. If you'd like to share the video, or comment, or subscribe, that'd be great. If not,